Hello everyone and welcome back to the long-awaited part 4 of my solo Italy trip from last winter. I left my last video having just summited a crater on the volcano of Mt Etna, and now it was time to move on from the south side of Sicily and head north to my final stop, Palermo.
I keep saying it wrong. Luckily for me, the bus stop was right next to where my hostel is, so I'm going to go and check in and settle in there. So this is a whole thing. It's actually quite funny. I was in the other room. The other girl who's staying with me tonight came in. She was just like, can't have that, because basically the shutters in the other room wouldn't shut. She was like, can we please move to another room? So they were like, yes. And then this entire room was also empty. And then I jumped down on this bed and it completely broke as soon as I sat down. So now I'm on my third bed since being here. This is me. Hopefully I have no more trouble. Good morning. So I'm out of there as early as I could be. I'm going to head down to the coastline now, because I assume that's where all the touristy nice things are. Find some breakfast. And then there's a girl who was on the volcano tour with me called Ray. She also came to Palermo last night. We were actually on the same bus. So I'll text her because we were thinking to meet up and do some sightseeing together today, which would be nice. And then yeah, that was actually my last night staying over in a hostel, because tonight I'm staying over on a ferry, and then by tomorrow evening I'll be getting on a plane.
I found a nice spot for breakfast and soon after stumbled across a market.
There's a great big market on.
It was huge and had everything you could want, from clothes to books to trinkets, plants, jewellery and everything in between.
Orange juice. It's very good.
I've been on the hunt for a thumb ring for quite a while and took the opportunity to browse for the perfect one while I was there. I ended up getting a custom one crafted for me by a local stall owner, all for the small price of €5.
So, you remember Ray from up the volcano? Well, she also came to Palermo today, so we've met up and we're going to spend this day sightseeing together.
We stumbled across the Santa Caterina church and headed inside to explore. The interior is richly decorated with marble, statues and paintings, and it takes a moment to really digest what you're looking at. Further inside is a beautiful courtyard, complete with lemon and orange trees, and strangely one tree that sprouted both lemons and oranges. Finally, we climbed up to the roof, which offered incredible views of the city and the Mononi mountain range.
That's where I'm getting my ferry from later on.
After the visit to the town, I convinced Ray to walk the length of the city and down to what I thought would be a nice outbuilding. It turned out to be closed, but the view from the beach overlooking Palermo was certainly worth the effort.
So we've been walking for roughly 500 years. It was a bad call on my part. She said, let's get the bus. I said, no, let's walk, it'd be really nice. It wasn't nice. But look where we are.
It was a fantastic day to round off my trip, and we commemorated our newfound friendship over some pasta before I was heading off to my ferry.
Okay, so I've just said goodbye to Ray and I've boarded the ferry. She was very kind and walked me all the way to the ferry port and made sure that I knew where I was going, so that was really sweet of her because she speaks Italian, so she was sorting me out. So thank you, Ray. I'm now on the ship, so I'm basically going to scout the whole place out and find the best spot to curl up and have a nap later on, basically. Great big empty room of nothing. This is pretty good.
This ferry would take me overnight from Palermo back to the city of Naples, where I had the day to find something to do before heading back to the airport and catching my flight home.
I slept for maybe 3 or 4 hours, so I did okay. The sofa was pretty comfortable. I'm very tired though.
Gli altri passeggeri sono pregati di attendere gli ulteriori annunci di sbarco.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna get run over? The cappuccinos in Italy are...
After my second night of rough sleep, I was exhausted and wanted to spend my last day enjoying the sights, so I jumped back on the train and headed down to the end of the Amalfi Coast, a town called Salerno. From there I could see the Hostel heights along just a week prior, and the scale of the journey I'd done became measurable.
I'm assuming that that town over there next to the boat is Amalfi, which means that the hike that I did is then up and to the left of that, so down that way. So that's where I did the Path of the Gods hike.
My first solo trip a success, and it would certainly not be my last.